The war between siblings, a family battlefield where disputes over toys, jealousy, and accusations echo through the rooms. Do you feel hostage to this constant tension, dreaming of an oasis of peace in your home? And if I told you that there is a method, a secret method, surprisingly effective to transform this rivalry into bonds of union and cooperation? Prepare to discover how to build the much-desired family peace. The truce begins now. Sibling rivalry is a common and, in many cases, inevitable phenomenon in the growing process. Sharing parents, space, attention, and resources can generate complex feelings such as jealousy, competition, and frustration, which often manifest in arguments, fights, and disputes. For parents, this constant tension can be exhausting and generate a feeling of powerlessness. However, there is a secret method, not based on magic solutions, but on a conscious and strategic approach, which can help transform sibling rivalry into bonds of union, respect, and cooperation, building the much-desired family peace. The first step of this secret method lies in understanding the dynamics of rivalry. It is fundamental to understand that most fights between siblings are not just about the object of the dispute, the toy, the remote control, the turn to speak, but about deeper issues, such as the search for attention and approval from parents, the need to feel special and unique, and the learning of social and conflict resolution skills. By understanding the roots of rivalry, we can approach conflict situations with more empathy and seek solutions that meet the underlying needs of the children. The second step is to avoid direct comparisons. Comparing one child with the other, whether in terms of behavior, performance, or personality, can intensify rivalry and generate feelings of inadequacy and resentment. Each child is a unique individual with their own talents, rhythms, and ways of expressing themselves. The role of parents is to recognize and value the individuality of each child, celebrating their progress and offering unconditional support, without making comparisons that can generate competition and jealousy. The third step is to promote individuality and a sense of belonging. Each child needs to feel special and loved for who they are. Encourage their individual interests, celebrate their personal achievements, and reserve exclusive time for each of them. At the same time, cultivate a strong sense of family belonging, emphasizing the importance of collaboration, mutual support, and teamwork within the home. Create family traditions, encourage joint activities, and reinforce the idea that, despite the differences, they are part of a team. The fourth step is to intervene in fights in a fair and impartial way. When conflicts arise, avoid taking sides immediately. Listen to each child's version. Try to understand the perspective of both, and focus on helping them find a solution together. Instead of pointing fingers, focus on teaching problem-solving skills, such as negotiation, exchange, and compromise. In some situations, it may be necessary to intervene to separate the children and calm the situation before attempting to mediate the conflict. The fifth step is to teach communication and empathy skills. Help your children express their feelings and needs in a clear and respectful way without resorting to shouting, insults, or physical aggression. Encourage them to put themselves in the other's place, to understand the feelings and perspectives of their sibling. Modeling effective communication and demonstrating empathy in your own interactions is fundamental for children to internalize these skills. The sixth step is to create opportunities for cooperation and teamwork. Encourage your children to perform tasks together, to help each other, and to work on common projects. Success in collaborative activities can strengthen fraternal bonds and teach the importance of mutual support and the division of responsibilities. The seventh step is to recognize and reward positive behavior. Pay attention to the moments when your children demonstrate kindness, cooperation, respect, and peaceful conflict resolution. Praise and reward these positive behaviors, reinforcing the idea that harmony and collaboration are valued in the family. The eighth step, and perhaps the most secret, is to cultivate patience and a long-term perspective. Sibling rivalry doesn't always disappear completely, and it's important to remember that learning to live with differences and resolve conflicts is part of the growing process. The objective is not to eliminate all fights, but to teach the children to deal with them in a more constructive way and to build a lasting fraternal relationship based on respect and mutual support. By applying these principles, what once seemed like a constant war can gradually transform into a healthier and more harmonious fraternal relationship. The secret method for family peace resides in our ability to understand the dynamics of rivalry, to promote individuality and a sense of belonging, to intervene fairly, to teach communication and empathy skills, to create opportunities for cooperation, and to reward positive behavior, always with patience and a long-term vision. Family peace is a daily construction, an investment in the future of our children and in the harmony of our home. The war between siblings doesn't have to be your family's destiny. With the secret method of understanding, individuality, fair intervention, skills teaching, and the cultivation of patience, you can transform rivalry into union and build the family peace you so desire. Remember, the relationship between siblings is one of the most lasting bonds in life. Invest in strengthening it. What is the biggest difficulty you face in the relationship between your children? Share your experiences and the strategies that work for you in the comments below. Your participation can enrich the discussion and help other families. If this video offered you valuable insights to promote peace between your children, leave your like, share it with other parents who need this help, and subscribe to the channel for more tips and reflections on education and family life. Together, we can build more harmonious homes.